I hid the candle's light with my shaking hand. I didn't want to wake you. Oh, how I was so afraid to wake you. My cold feet moved across the chilled wooden floor. I slipped out. The white silk gown you picked out for me glowed gold from the light. Silent as a whisper from the dead, I moved into the study. The place you spent most of your time, working, cheating, beating, and fucking me. It was a place I feared, and a place I loved in equality. During the day, while you were awake, I shivered in fear of this place. But at night, when it was lit by my single candle, I fell in love here. The books were old, and the cherry wood was beautiful. I set the candle into place, far from the door, just in case you'd awake. I slid out the stationery in a single ink pen and bottle. You always hated the old-fashioned pens. You preferred the modern ones. But I loved them, and you allowed me the pleasure of keeping one at the very least. If you but knew what I used them for, you'd take them away forever. For it was here, with this pen, with this ink, with your paper, that I wrote my letters. The letters from my dead parents, who would weep in their graves, if I could but go see them. The letters from my sister that you banned from your house, because she tried to get me away. The letters from my sleeping child down the hall that I protected from my abrasive husband. And the letters from my sad husband, letters that started with love, but now ended with hate. But tonight, I wasn't going to write a letter for any of those people. No, tonight I dedicated my letter to a stranger. Because tonight, I knew I would be writing my very last letter. I could no longer make the trip from bedroom to study. He woke the other night to find me in the hallway, returning, and what a beating I got. I pleaded with him, cried, begged for forgiveness, for leaving his bed without permission. It mattered not that our child came to my rescue, only to be slapped away and sent to bed. My poor child, so helpless. No one to protect them except their helpless mother. I allowed him to hit me, to touch, to brand and fuck to his content, till sleep took him. But I cannot allow this to happen again. Who will protect my dear child but me, the mother? So I write my letter to the stranger that will find it, the stranger that I love. Because who cannot love the one who will protect their child when they are gone? I tell the stranger everything, every secret, every moment of love, of hate, of pain. I tell them that tonight will be my last night to write as I will. I tell them that this is not because I will be dead by tomorrow, but because as my candlelight fades and the gold on my gown goes red, I know after tonight I will not be alive again for a very long time. I end my letter with love. I seal it as I have always done with my letters, using the wax on my candle. I put away my pen, my ink, my letter. I replace a single sheet of his paper, for surely he would notice otherwise. I move back into the hall, shaking once again. Silent, so silent. I walk back into his room, shielding the candle with my shaking hand. I blow out the light in a ghostly breath and set it down in place. I don't replace the candle, for it isn't something he would notice. Woman's work. The room is lit now only by the cold blue glow from the moon outside. I walk to his bed and slide in, undetected.